What is up, Rams? My name is Ryan Crist, your entertainment anchor, and I cannot believe spring break is like 3 days away. But before we go, we got to take a look into the world of entertainment. With Beauty and the Beast coming out in 10 days, I thought I would take a look to see what critics are already thinking of this movie, and it's not what I expected. There are a lot of mixed reviews, but it's pretty consistent throughout. Most critics are saying that it's a touching movie and certainly not a bad one. Yet it's still missing something. The plot is rushed, the songs aren't that good, and frankly, there just isn't anything new about it, which is an interesting response saying it's a remake. But who knows? I still have faith that this is a good movie, and these critics are just being a little bit too picky. I guess we'll just have to wait till the 17th to find out. With some more movie news, we see that everyone is asking Marvel the same question, and that is, are we going to see a new wave of R-rated superhero movies? This question was prompted after the release of Logan, a new R-rated Wolverine movie that is doing fairly well with fans and critics. So, people are wondering if this is the new Marvel formula, dark superhero movies that portray blood and gore and don't always end with a happy ending. Most critics say no due to Marvel's high pre-18 traffic, but they do believe that X-Men and Deadpool won't be the only superheroes to get an R-rated movie. Now, I think that they should do more of this. I mean, the comics didn't really hold back, and watching these Marvel movies, especially the Avengers, they are just the same plotline with different characters. So I'm glad to see Marvel is stepping away from the PG-13 realm and into the R-rated one. I mean, come on, it's Wolverine. He's literally a Wolverine. How can you not expect him to maul someone without getting a drop of blood on himself? While having multiple midterms and papers due this week, I did the responsible thing and decided to go into Old Town for a couple laughs. At Bob Blue's Theaters, a local Fort Collins comedy improv group known as the Comedy Brewers were performing another one of their monthly shows this past weekend. At these shows, they play multiple fun games like Go Get Me Started,
I have worn a lot of women's clothing. And one thing I've noticed, women's clothing compared to men's clothing, not enough pockets. I like to sparkle, is that so wrong? When my butt's to you, I want that sequins, and I want it to say juicy. I don't think it's so wrong for me to want it to say juicy and want
games where they can't talk, and games where they had to act out a made-up story.
Watch this move, because that expresses the strength of our
They even got to interact with the audience.
Unreasonable.
Thank you.
You don't look a day over
39.
39.
What? Thank you.
And they always left the audience laughing. I spoke with the group to learn more about the magic.
Right.
That is the magic!
This is a great question for tea time. I'm glad I've got the teacup. Improv is completely unscripted.
Yeah, that's
Nothing happens in terms of writing. We do get together just to know each other better and to be able to trust each other. That's really the essential element. Is to practice the games, but no specific stories or scripts.
The Comedy Brewers perform every month, and they will make you laugh your head off. This group is filled with talented people, and I recommend that you check them out. In some other funny news, we all know Saturday Night Live is a great funny show where writers, actors, and guest stars get to make fun of anything and everything in the news. And recently, with the election being in the news, Saturday Night Live has had a lot of material to work with in portraying both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. But now that the election's over, it's really just been Trump being portrayed. And our talented actor, Alec Baldwin, said he doesn't think he's going to do it much longer. Some of the decisions in the White House make some people worried, and he doesn't want to make fun of that anymore. Now, no matter what Alec Baldwin decides to do, I think he'll always be a funny and talented actor. I mean, let's look at his new movie, The Baby Boss. He's in that, right? That movie is just a masterpiece. For all you Harry Potter fans, new or old out there, you have definitely heard or maybe had Butterbeer before. a mythical drink that flows through the very veins of this book series and, well, the characters too. But until recently, there hasn't been a defined recipe. Places online have claimed this is how to make it, but just recently, Harry Potter World started experimenting what it would taste like, since it has never been described before in the books. So they came up with their motto for this recipe: smooth like shortbread and reminiscent of butterbeer. And after trying out a few recipes, they pitched their idea to J.K. Rowling and got 2 thumbs up. So I guess Harry Potter World now has the official butterbeer recipe. Of course, there are modified versions online, but for now, I guess it's their secret formula. Well, Rams, that is all the time we have for tonight, but stay tuned for Ram Life Entertainment tomorrow and have a fun spring break. Of course, not too much fun, well, unless I'm invited, but anyways, have a great night.